I have certain hills that I will die on that Griffin makes fun of me for. Hey y'all, what is up? It is Marissa, Nicole, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to a very exciting video. I know that half of you guys are gonna be like, what the heck, you guys are moving? Like, didn't you guys just move? I literally just watched your apartment tour. What the hell is going on? And all of those statements are correct. We literally just posted an apartment tour in March. However, our lease is up. We signed a 12-month lease, and yes, we could renew. However, we decided not to, mainly because we have outgrown this space. When we decided to get this apartment, we weren't anticipating like getting a dog, but since getting Freya, we're like, we need more space. We at least need a second bedroom, something. But also with me just doing more work from home, I need more of an office setup. So we decided not to renew on our current lease here. I will miss this apartment so freaking much. It is gorgeous. It is like the standard of beauty for me of like what apartments should be and should look like. And unfortunately though, nothing else will compare to this. And because we went to this kind of an apartment first, it's gonna be a downgrade no matter what, in theory. You know, like technically it's not really a downgrade because an apartment is an apartment, okay? A car is a car, a job is a job. I'm grateful and thankful to even have an apartment, but because we started like from the top, I know that nothing else will compare and I will miss this place so very much. But the 2 bedrooms here are really fucking expensive. And I was like, heck to the no, we could get so much more for so much less. We're excited for something new and something better. So today's video is of course going to be apartment hunting, searching for our next apartment, all of that good stuff. The day was really hectic when we went to go look for apartments. We viewed, I forget if it's like 5 or 6 different units all in one day. And I just didn't end up vlogging in between each unit just because we were go from one appointment to the next. But I did film each unit that we saw so that way you guys will be able to see what we saw, and I'm just gonna kind of like pop in here and talk about them, talk about our feelings, what we were feeling while we were viewing it and immediately after kind of thing, because I like watching these kinds of videos. I think it's really cool to see different apartment styles. Like I love moving vlogs, I love watching apartment tours, house tours, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of cool to see the bare bones and like empty apartment tours, so I thought I would share them with you guys. And I do always get asked in my DMs and on YouTube, of course, to ask where we're living now. They're like, oh my god, I love your apartment, where do you live? I'd love to lease there. However, obviously for security reasons, I've never disclosed where I live to anybody. I've always kind of answered their DM or question or comment with like, I'd be happy to share that information when we move out, which is still the case. So whenever we're done here, I will be like letting you guys know where we lived before, just in case you were curious and wanted to move into this kind of area. I literally have an entire folder of notes because I'm that crazy bitch that literally takes like handwritten notes about the units that we see, so that way I can remember them when we all get home and so we can talk about it and stuff like that. Because usually places will give you like a price breakdown sheet of like the different units and how much they are and everything. I like to take actual notes of the units that we viewed, or like little things that they said on the side, like if trash is included, or like do they have trash valet, or like little things like that. I just always like that jot down. But I know that you guys didn't expect anything less from me. Griffin just goes in and is like, la 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 la. We were joking about it the entire time, that he just looks at it, he's like, yep, 4 walls, 2 bedrooms, bam. And he's done with like the tour of it in like 30 seconds. And I'm in there for like 5 minutes, like looking at each little nook and cranny, like making sure everything's good, asking so many questions, and he's just along for the ride. So I'm prepared. We're gonna talk about all these units and I'm gonna show them all to you, and I'm really freaking excited to get started. But this should go without saying, but subscribe down below if you're new here. That way you guys can watch all the move-in vlogs, all the packing vlogs, figure out what apartment we ended up choosing and applying for and got accepted for, because at this moment we are already accepted for one, and technically our move-in date, it was yesterday, but we haven't moved in yet. We have ample time to move in. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on the different units and which one you think that we applied for. So let me know in the comments as you guys are like viewing all these, like which one do you think is like my vibe, Griffin's vibe, which one do you think we applied for? And of course there will be more videos of us moving in. The empty apartment tour I've already filmed, and that'll be coming soon, so that way you guys can see which one we ended up going with. So the first unit that we saw was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. That was the main gist that we wanted to see from all of them, was at least 2 bedrooms. We weren't really pressed about having 2 baths, but like, you know, the more the merrier, at least 1.5 bath, because that's what we have now and we really, really like that. I'm gonna watch the video here with you guys, that way I can kind of like walk you through this first unit and probably all of them, because I feel like that's gonna be the easiest way to do it. So let's start with the first one. So as soon as you walk into the unit, right to your left is a full bathroom, which was kind of great, but it was like right when you walked in. Not necessarily my favorite, but not something that I hated. You did have a hall closet right there too, so you have like 3 doors all within each other, so it's kind of hard to kind of get through those, I was thinking. And then you have your spare bedroom on the right, And down the mini hallway, you walk into the kitchen, which has like dark cabinets, dark counters. The kitchen itself is U-shaped, which I actually really liked. So you have like the sink area and like a bar stooly kind of area that you could use. The laundry room was connected to the kitchen. However, it was like a huge room. Like I was thinking it'd be perfect to put the litter box in there, like whatever would need to go in there. We have a whole pantry, which is great because right now we do not have a pantry. So really liked that huge pantry there in the kitchen. There was a huge accent wall in the living room. There's actually another one in the bedroom as well. But the nook for like the dining area was probably one of my favorites because we were thinking about using it for dining or honestly like a Freya nook, like just put all of her stuff back there. It had a ginormous closet, which I really liked because our closet right now is like quite big, so we need all that space. And then the main bathroom was also a pretty good size with, I like the shower doors that were on there. And overall, I liked the look and the layout and the floor plan of this unit. I wasn't the biggest fan of the accent walls because I feel like they were really dark, and I'm just not a big like dark person. If you guys know me, I like white, I like things to be really bright, and we have this accent wall currently, which was already there when we moved in, but it's like a light gray. So I would take that over the dark gray, but she said that that could get painted over if we wanted to, like that's not a huge deal. One of my favorite parts of it though was the actual floor plan with the 2 bedrooms completely separate, because one thing that we kind of fall into here at least is that since the bedroom's connected to the living room, whenever Griffin's trying to play video games or watch TV or something like that and I'm editing, the wall of the TV and my computer are touching and it's very loud. Like I can't edit if he's watching TV unless I'm wearing headphones, and even then I can still hear him. So like having the bedrooms completely separated so that he could play video games or watch TV in the bedroom or even in the living room, it'd be far enough away from that spare bedroom up front that it wouldn't get in the way of like whatever we were doing. And I'm gonna be totally upfront honest with you guys about like all of these units because that's the point of these videos, is hopefully it'd be helpful or also just informational, or if you don't even live in Ohio, if you're curious of like what the market looks like. So I did get some questions on my Instagram about like what the housing market kind of looks like, even though we're not looking for houses, but what the apartment market looks like. So this unit itself was $1,436 each month, but that is including the valet trash that they have, as well as like the pet rent that we'd pay for Freya and for Kitty. So honestly, the price wise, at least for our budget, like that was fine for us to include all of that. It's $1,436. Now for me, I'm really big on like the aesthetics, unfortunately. I have certain hills that I will die on that Griffin makes fun of me for, and it's little things like I mentioned, the accent walls aren't my favorite, but that's easily fixable. The dark cabinets and the dark countertops aren't my favorite. I really prefer like white cabinets and countertops, but that's not a deal breaker for me. And then also the whole unit is carpet, and it's like this really thick, shaggy, like dark brown carpet, which again, I'm not really the biggest fan of. One, I don't really like carpet. Even in the bedroom, like if I had it my way, my whole house would just be hardwood. I don't want carpet. But also if it is carpet, I'd like it to be like lighter rather than like super shaggy, because that's hard to clean, and then also really dark. I'm just a light kind of person, but none of those are like absolutely deal breakers for us, but that's kind of like our thoughts moving through that unit and the things that we liked and also the things that we kind of didn't. This next unit that we viewed had a garage included in the rent, which was like a huge plus for us. We really liked that. And also had a little nook in the garage that we could put like our bikes and stuff on. So absolutely loved that. But this is the only unit that was staged because this was a model unit. So take that with a grain of salt because of course this looks gorgeous. Like I fell in love with honestly just the decor. I was like, can I buy everything in here and just put it in my own apartment? Because I loved it. I loved the hardwood floors that were in here. I think the way that they staged it made it look so nice. But these units are a second floor, so they have that half wall, which I honestly like. I think that's really cute. And there was a little nook that I thought Freya's crate could go perfectly in. The spacing between the kitchen and the living room was really good. It had a balcony. I really liked the white cabinets, the white countertops. Moving into kind of a bigger laundry room like the last unit that we just saw, which I really liked. There was storage, so you could put like the laundry detergent on there. You could still fit a litter box in there. Like that was definitely perfect. There was a hall closet as soon as you go up the stairs, which was nice to be able to like leave things up there. You go down the hallway and then you have your spare bedroom on the left, which is carpeted. So the bedrooms do have carpet, everything else is hardwood. The space of the spare bedroom was perfect enough for like an office, which is what we're going to be using it for, and it had a nice size closet for it being a spare bedroom, which was nice either for storage or for clothes. And the master bedroom was huge compared to the other ones that we saw that day. Absolutely loved it. The bathroom itself was also really nice. Smaller than our current one. You don't have as big of like the countertops as we have now, but that's okay. The closet in here was also really big enough for clothes of Griffin and I's, which was perfect. And so overall, this unit is gonna look the best just because it's staged and it did look really nice. And it was one of their newly renovated ones, so that's also why it looks really nice. It's like new and nobody's ever like lived in it because it is just a model home, so it looked really nice. But one of the major things that I hate about all apartments, honestly, and this one had it, the first unit that we saw, I didn't even mention this, had these, which are ceiling lights. Like the bedrooms had lights, and that was the only unit that we saw all day out of like however 5 or 6 we saw that had ceiling lights. This unit did not. It's just like a blank ceiling and you have to get lamps and stuff. I don't know why, that's just a big pet peeve of mine. It's the hill that I will die on. Why do that? I don't get it. I feel like I would need a light. I don't want to just have lamps coming from the corners. Like, I would want a ceiling light. So that's kind of not a good thing. One of the things that I didn't like. And the kitchen wasn't as big as what we're used to as far as like even storage or having like the bar stool kind of area, like where there is no island or, you know, like entertainment kind of area. Like, we hang out in the kitchen all the time, and when guests come over, they sit on the island, we sit on the other side. It's a huge place like that, and this unit didn't even have a real like dedicated space for dining. They just had like a little bistro table up against that half wall. So we know that we would only be able to fit like a bistro table in there. We couldn't have bar stools. It just wasn't kind of conducive for that. So that was another kind of like not good thing. And this unit was $1,390 a month, and that's just the rent. So of course then you have the utilities, you have pet fees. They also have a trash valet that is, I forget how much they said it was every month, so that would be tacked on. But that price does include the garage, which was nice because a lot of apartments, including this one, if we wanted to park in the garages, you have to pay extra every month. So Griffin kind of liked the thought of the garage, even though it was only a 1 car, but it would be good storage for the bikes and for at least one of our cars. The next unit that we saw was another 2-bedroom, 2-bath, which is really, really nice. As soon as you walk in, it's just a huge open concept of the kitchen, dining, and living room area. I really liked the open floor plan. It has kind of that L-shaped out kitchen area. Also had a pantry. It has the dark cabinets and the dark countertops. There is a longer hall closet in the hallway. And then across from that is the washer and dryer. And then also on the other side is like hot water tank and everything like that. So can't really use that side for storage, but you have the laundry there. The 2 bedrooms are next to each other in the back, which are also carpeted. The main bedroom has a bathroom in it. Definitely a smaller countertop than we have now, but it has the tub shower, which we don't have right now, so we'd finally be able to take baths and also bathe Freya a little bit easier than in our kitchen sink. The closet is a pretty good size compared to like the other ones that we saw. The main bedroom is also a pretty good size for a queen size bed. If you can tell, the walls are actually kind of a mid-gray tone, so not super light, but also not super dark. The spare bedroom does have a ceiling light, if you saw that, and also a closet, not as big as the main bedroom, but a closet for either storage or more clothes, and then a detached second bathroom, which I like. That way you don't have to go through the second bedroom to get to the bathroom. Very helpful for guests. And then this one actually has like a glass shower door kind of feel, so you have 1 tub and then 1 regular shower, which is kind of cool to give options. Compared to the first unit, like I said, the floor plan was really nice. This one does have the bedrooms like right next to each other. However, they are really far from the living room. So if Griffin's playing like video games in the living room, it might not be a big deal, but if he's maybe doing something in the bedroom, might be too close. One thing that I noticed about this unit in comparison to all the other ones, but especially the last 2, is the lack of storage. So you really only have that hall closet and that's it, other than the actual closets, and then there's a pantry for the kitchen. So there's no additional closet kind of like storagey area, and the spare bedroom doesn't have as big of a closet to fit as much, but it could fit some stuff if we needed it to. Again, I prefer white countertops and white cabinets. It's not an absolute deal breaker. I liked the hardwood floors, even though they're a lot darker than the previous unit that you guys just saw, but this one also had gray walls, which honestly, I'll take gray over beige. I hate beige walls, but I'm just sharing with you guys my thoughts on this because that's what I was thinking about when I went through here. But there's also no light in the dining room, living room area on the ceiling, which is a huge area. So that just confuses me that apartment complexes don't put lights on the ceilings. Like, but I did really love how big that like entryway dining room, living room, kitchen area is, because again, for entertainment purposes and for guests and stuff like that, it's huge. It's enough to fit people, whether we had bar stools there, which we could fit, also a dining room table, which could fit a living room. Like, you'd have so much room for so many people to come over and sit comfortably. This unit did not have a balcony, and this one did not have a garage, but you could attach it for extra money. But this unit does cost $1,480 a month. This next unit had a weird entryway, so you walk in and then there's stairs up and there's stairs down. So on the stairs down, you have a little hall closet, and then the other door is actually a garage that is attached to the unit, which is really nice to have. So that's kind of like your hall closet right when you come in to put shoes and coats and all that kind of stuff. So we'd more than likely come in through the garage area right there. You'd walk up some stairs, go to like the front door, and then actually you have to walk up 3 flights of stairs. This unit is all the way at the top. Whew, it was a lot. But when you got to the top, it is a really big, again, entertainment area. The kitchen opens up to the living room, which is a really nice size. You have the island with the sink in the middle. You could put bar stools there, which is great. It didn't have a balcony, but it had sliding doors that you could open with a screen there. That way you get fresh air. And I've never really seen that before, and I actually really liked it. The laundry is inside the kitchen area. You have a huge hall closet for the hot water tank and everything, which kind of sucks because there's no storage there then. You have one of your bathrooms, which is a pretty good size. size. It actually has a double mirror with one of like the medicine cabinets, so that's good for storage. You have one of your bedrooms, which is carpeted and has like the beige walls. Had this like slanted closet, which I of course realized that was the stairs of it, but does have a closet. And then you go into the main bedroom, which has a nice size closet, not as big as the other ones that we saw, but the room itself was also a pretty good size for, you know, a bed and a dresser that we would need. The connected bathroom was in there. You have a little bit more counter space than any of the other bathrooms that we saw. And then also the sliding glass door shower, which was nice. One negative for me is all those stairs. Like the unit is just on the 3rd floor. I would maybe feel different if it was a townhomey feel where you have stuff on all the floors, but if I'm walking up 3 flights of stairs just to get to my actual apartment, like that's it, that's up there, I don't know, like imagine moving everything up there. That was just the only thing I was thinking of going up those stairs. I did like how big and open the kitchen to the living room was. However, I will take dark cabinets over those wood cabinets. Like I always call them natural wood. I know it's not, but like just the orange wood look is probably like my least favorite thing. Like if that had newer cabinets and like a newer island, I'd feel a little bit better about the place, but I didn't really like the way that the kitchen looked. I love the layout, and maybe if it was like renovated and stuff, I just didn't like the cabinets and the counters. Like it just seemed very like old to me. And I hate that apartments put the laundry in the kitchen. Like I don't want to do laundry in the kitchen. That's also a pet peeve of mine, especially where that one was. Like it's like right in there. At least with the other units, you have kind of like a whole laundry room and it's like big and you can put storage in there, but this one was just the laundry. That's all there was space for. Also the brown walls, not my favorite. The brown shaggy rug, not my favorite. I loved that there wasn't actually a balcony and it was just a sliding glass door. Like I thought that was a really unique touch and it would be really beneficial for Freya because she loves to sit out on the porch, but usually we have to leave the door open for her and then like flies get in. But with this, she could just sit in the living room and we open the door, she still gets the fresh air, she still gets to people watch, all that kind of stuff, but we don't have to worry about bugs. So I liked that. This unit is $1,360 a month, and that is including the garage that was attached to it, which is really nice. Again, it'd be nice to have a garage, especially included in the price that we don't have to pay extra for. Now for the second to last unit that we saw. Right when you walk in, you have your hot water tank and all of that kind of stuff, which is good. Out of the way in my opinion. Then you have 2 double doors that open to your laundry and then also storage, which was huge. That way we can put, you know, vacuums and stuff in there, which is great. You still also have a hall closet right across from that for coats and stuff like that. Your kitchen does have the island, which I liked, has the sink in the island. You could put bar stools there, kind of like an entryway to the balcony, which is a nice space. And then your living room area is connected to the kitchen, but not directly connected like ours is here, which is kind of a nice separation, but still open floor plan. The whole place other than your entryway and your kitchen is carpeted, including the spare bedroom, which is kind of offshooted from the living room, which is a good size for a spare bedroom. Like my office, that'd be a huge office room to me. A huge closet for a spare bedroom, which I really liked for storage or for clothes. The bathroom is connected through the spare bedroom there. And then the main bedroom is also a good size. I feel like the bedrooms are probably the same size, but good size for what we need. Double vanity sinks, guys. Loved that aspect of it. The bathroom was huge, nice, good size. This bathroom actually had its own linen closet, which was also helpful for storage. and a huge closet. That's the only unit with like double vanity, which I absolutely love, because even here we don't have a double vanity, but we have a huge counter. So like when Griffin and I are trying to get ready in the morning, nobody has to stand right in front of the sink, but there's like counter on either side, his counter and my counter, and we have space to get stuff done. None of the other units really had that. It was just like one single sink, barely enough space to put a straightener down if I'm doing my hair kind of thing, which isn't the best, but I loved the double vanity there. And that the main bathroom had a linen closet in it for like towels and toilet paper and stuff like that. Like that was huge to have that storage, as well as the storage in the hall closet, the amount of storage that was in the laundry room, the amount of storage in the spare bedroom closet kind of thing. Like this unit definitely had a lot of storage, which was really nice. Of course, the kitchen is dark, the whole thing is carpeted, the walls weren't terrible, but again, none of those are deal breakers for me. We didn't get to view a unit with a garage, but there are units of that unit with a garage included. That price is $1,549 a month, making that unit the most expensive one that we saw that day. And then the last unit that we saw that day opens right up to your living room, dining room, and kitchen area, again with like the huge open floor plan concept. The kitchen had the, I wouldn't call it an island, but like not also an L, I don't know what you call it, into your hot water tank closet, a pantry kind of area, Your washer and dryer isn't in the kitchen, but you know, it's connected to it. The spare bedroom was a decent size for, you know, being a spare bedroom. Everything was carpeted, also had kind of beigey tan walls, other than of course the kitchen and the bathrooms. Even the spare bathroom had some good counter space there. Also a linen closet within there. The main bedroom was also a really good size with the bathroom connected with the largest closet I think we saw the entire day, which was great to see. This also had the double vanity sinks, which is a huge plus. The glass doors, love that. I feel like a broken record at this point. It's just kind of the same thing. We kept seeing the same units with carpet that's not my favorite, walls that are not my favorite, cabinets that are not my favorite, countertops that are not my favorite. Some of the layouts are kind of weird, but I'm also just a picky bitch, okay? If I'm spending a lot of money on something, like I really do want it to be perfect, even though I know I can't be perfect. And again, what I have to compare all of this to is this apartment. So I'm like, dang, this apartment is just so good. And I wish I could have this apartment for cheaper with 2 bedrooms and we'd stay because they are just gorgeous. But again, aesthetics are not the number one concern for me. Yes, it's little hills that I'll die on and pet peeves of mine, but I will take a good area, a good apartment, a good layout, a good price over just like white walls, white cabinets, and white countertops any day. But that last unit that we saw was $1,459 a month, including a garage. We didn't get to see the garage with this unit, but we could have one included in the price. But those are all of the units and apartment complexes that we saw that day. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of like coming along with me, seeing what we saw, seeing our thoughts, and like the process behind like what we're looking for or what we like. I'll dive a little bit deeper into it because I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me questions about either apartment searching or like apartment stuff, and y'all came through with questions. So I kind of want to do a video of like a Q&A on those, so that way I can give you either my tips or what I look for in apartments, all that kind of stuff. So that'll come a little bit later. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on that video, but also packing vlogs, moving vlogs, all the fun freaking vlogs, and the empty apartment tour so you guys can see which apartment that we actually applied for, got approved for, and signed a lease for. Let me know down below which unit you think we went with. I'm curious to hear your thoughts of like what you think our style is. You could also let me know which one was your favorite or which one would you guys choose and why. If it's like the price or the layout or the colors or I don't know. I'm just curious. I love freaking apartment shopping, so curious to hear you guys' thoughts. Let me know. But I love you guys so much, more than you'll ever know, and I am so excited for moving vlogs, but I will see you in the next video.